Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to hold bilateral talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy on the sidelines of the G7 summit in the Japanese city of Hiroshima on Saturday evening, people familiar with the matter told PTI. Earlier today Prime Minister Modi held bilateral talks with his Japanese counterpart Fumio Kishida, French President Emmanuel Macron and Vietnamese Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh, among others. The meeting between Modi and Zelenskyy had been scheduled following a series of discussions between senior diplomats of India and Ukraine. This would be the first in-person meeting between PM Modi and Zelenskyy after the Russian invasion of Ukraine in February last year. PM Modi arrived in Hiroshima on Friday to attend the annual summit of the G7 grouping in the first leg of his three-nation tour that will also take him to Papua New Guinea and Australia. The Ukrainian president is also attending the G7 summit following an invitation by Japan, the current chair of the powerful grouping. Secretary of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council Oleksiy Danilov said that Zelenskyy would attend the summit. "We were sure that our president would be where Ukraine needed him, in any part of the world, to solve the issue of stability of our country," he said on national television Friday. "There will be very important matters decided there, so physical presence is a crucial thing to defend our interests," Danilov said. Since the Ukraine conflict began, Modi has spoken to Russian President Vladimir Putin as well as Zelenskyy a number of times. In a phone conversation with Zelenskyy on October 4 last year, Modi said there can be no military solution and that India is ready to contribute to any peace efforts. The G7 comprises the US, the UK, France, Italy, Germany, Canada and Japan. Japan, the current chair of the grouping, invited India and 7 other countries to the summit. All the G7 countries are also members of the G20 grouping. India is holding the presidency of the G20. India has been focusing on ensuring consensus for a joint communique at the G20 summit in September. The G20 also comprises Russia and China.